Good morning. I wanted to talk briefly about forgiveness again. I've talked about it before, but I think it's really important, and I think it's vital that we participate in forgiveness. And the reason is because not forgiving somebody kind of holds you hostage to that. It becomes your sin to not forgive them. Yes, maybe they wronged you, they sinned against you, they did something bad, said something awful, whatever it is. That's on them. That's between them and God will repay them for that crime that they committed, unless they make it right. But if somebody wrongs you and you spend years and years in unforgiveness and do not forgive them for the wrong that they did you, that becomes your sin, and it's your sin against God for not forgiving somebody when you have been forgiven. And it becomes a sin against them because for the same reason, basically. But then it's also a sin against yourself because you are not becoming free of the burden of that in your life, and you're going on with your life as if you're without sin. It becomes a pride issue. And forgiving somebody is the right thing to do. I've made it a habit to forgive people immediately. When somebody wrongs me, I forgive them, Lord. That doesn't mean they won't pay for their crimes, but that you're holding it over their head is not going to bring them to repentance. It's just going to make them mad and justify their behavior. And so you can release them of that and allow God to repay them for what happened, and allow him to make it right, and he will. And that is your responsibility as a human being, as a Christian. And so forgiveness is a really big deal. And unforgiveness, not forgiving somebody, creates bitterness. It creates sin and punishment in your own life. You're bound to that person. The crime becomes amplified over time. All of these things you're doing to yourself by not forgiving. This is a tough lesson, I know. And this is speaking from someone who's been raped as a child, as an adult. This is speaking from someone who's been wronged a lot in very deep, sincere ways. So I'm not saying it lightly. It's not like I've lived this fluffy life where I never had to really forgive anything deep or emotional. I've forgiven abuse. I've forgiven all kinds of things. I don't say it lightly. And if this little girl can do it, you can do it too. And then you can grow and heal. Because as soon as you forgive, it releases the power of growth again and healing. And God can really lift you up. So I really, really want you to think about it. Forgiveness is the key. It's the cure. It's all kinds of great things. It's very important. And it's an act of worship too. You're saying, God, I know you got this. You told me to do this. I'm going to do it. Anyway, have a really good day. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.